The 21st Annual Caribbean Water and Wastewater Association Conference and Exhibition begins this evening at 7 p.m. and will be officially opened by Deputy Prime Minister Philip Davis at the Atlantis Resort. Delegates from the region and several other countries around the world, including Africa, Asia, and Canada, began arriving today for the week-long event. This morning, we caught up with Conference Chairman Cyprian Gibson, who discussed some of the challenges facing the industry.
Like, how do we increase the water rates in a fair way? How do we provide water to persons who can't afford it? Because water it's a good that you purchase, but it's also a need for life. And so balancing those needs between the public and the private, discussing all those matters. How do countries, because we have a high-level session of ministers, we have 15 ministers with responsibility for water that will be coming in from all across the Caribbean. And they discuss legislation at a regional level and a global level. How do you affect policy changes at the global level such that funding for water and focus areas, getting water to the poor, elimination of cholera in countries in the world that still exist, those type of things.
Now, the conference is aimed at highlighting strategies and solutions to addressing a number of these challenges, presenting opportunities for networking and sharing best practices. Gibson added that bringing greater assistance to remote areas with water challenges like many of our family islands also needs reviewing, but he says there has to be some balance.
Sometimes it's funding, and sometimes we get together. That's one of the reasons you network, you get together, exchange ideas. How do we get funding to supply like remote areas? Because the cost per unit or cost consumed becomes high. But of course, if you're not getting water, that doesn't matter to you. You believe you have a right to access to water. And so it's combining getting the financial resources to the places where it's needed.
Still to come.